she would maybe mention how we met.
Okay. So you'd like to talk about how you two met?
Bisschen Leute.
Ja, also wir fangen damit an, wie Cordula und Robert sich kennengelernt haben.
And it's actually, I didn't think of talking about that, but it has some relevance to what we're going to talk about, or what we are talking about since this morning, since 2.5 years, since before then even.
Das hat auch eine gewisse Relevanz zu unserem Thema, zu unserem heutigen Thema.
Yeah. And of course I'm talking about regeneration from the inside out.
Natürlich spreche ich von Regeneration von innen nach außen.
Because as I was lying in bed this morning, I realized that there is actually a connection between this theme and when we first met about 30 years ago. More than 30 years ago.
Weil mir heute eingefallen ist, als ich im Bett lag heute Morgen, dass es doch ein gemeinsames Thema gibt, womit wir vor 30 Jahren angefangen haben.
And I hope it will become clear.
Und ich hoffe auch, dass es für euch deutlich wird.
Maybe not when I talk about that time per se, but as this session progresses.
Vielleicht nicht, während ich die Geschichte direkt erzähle, aber ich glaube, im Laufe unserer Sitzung werdet ihr verstehen.
So a lot happened. We spent a week together in Bali a long time ago. Let's just call it a long time ago. Some time ago.
Vor langer Zeit haben Cordula und ich, Robert und Cordula, eine Woche in Bali gemeinsam verbracht.
In all decency, I should add.
In eine anständiges genau.
But some of what happened, which is really important to me, has to do with this topic.
Aber einiges, was passiert ist, hat eben mit diesem Thema zu tun.
Actually, a lot that happened, but that would be too much to talk about today.
Sogar viel, aber das würde dann über das Thema vielleicht hinauskommen oder über unseren Zeitraum.
So at that time, we talked about religion this morning. At that time, I had pushed away Christianity.
Also zu diesem Zeitpunkt, damals in Bali, habe ich, weil wir vorher über Religion gesprochen haben, habe ich Christentum, also meine Religion abgelehnt. What time is your religion?
Yeah.
Ja.
Simply because what I learned had been done over the years in the name of Christianity, right? The 2,000 years.
What was that?
Just from my impression, having been, in school, reading newspapers, history books, all of that, I sort of witnessed what had been done within the name of religion, within the name of Christianity, and within the name of most religions, to be honest.
Ganz einfach, weil ich beobachtet habe, was alles unter der Name von einer Religion, überhaupt Religionen allgemein, was eigentlich mit der Menschheit und Erde geschehen ist.
But during our talks, we had many talks, Cordula and I, over that week.
Allerdings habe ich gemerkt während unserer Gespräche in dieser Woche damals,
It became very clear that I had thrown out the baby with the bathwater.
oder ist sehr klar, das ist ein Ausdruck, das heißt Baby with the bathwater, dass man quasi wirklich alles beworfen hat, auch der Schatz darin.
Der gibt es in Deutsch, oder?
Das
Gibt es in Deutsch auch.
Alles klar.
So with other words, mit anderen Worten, that there was something very beautiful, very nourishing, very uplifting within the actual teaching or spirit of Christ.
Bevor ich verstanden habe, dass eigentlich es etwas Essentielles, Erhebendes, Schönes gab von diesen Lehren aus dem Christentum von Jesus.
Yeah. But from these beautiful, nourishing, uplifting teachings and ways of being in the world,
Allerdings von diesen gesamten essentiellen Lehren und Weisen zu sein,
from that encouragement, which is the teaching of Christ,
das eigentlich rübergebracht worden möchte.
an encouragement, what is that in German?
Ermutigung.
Yeah, so here, come on, let's do this, right? Something like that. From that, so-called Christianity had arisen.
Aber davon ist dieses Christentum, was wir jetzt kennen, ist daraus entstanden.
Which had much more to do with what Thomas had sort of unfolded for us in many of these triangles, much more with that than with the teaching itself and the encouragement of how to be in the world in and of itself.